Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne, and I will give a few moments to see if anyone jumps on here. And as y'all know, I don't usually give notice before I'm going to come on, other than maybe a minute or two. And so usually people don't see my notification until after I've gotten started. Obviously, let me go ahead and share this out. I have to go back over to YouTube to share it. Hey, welcome, Sheila. Welcome, my friend. I'm going to give you a blue wrench, and I need to go over and share this out. So I forgot to share it out, and let me do that. And how are you doing, Sheila? I hope you're having a great day. Oops. Okay, gotta mute that. Okay, muted it. And hey, Ralph, welcome. Nice to see you, my friend. And I am going to, let's see, live stream. And I will do 2 more sharing out, because if I don't share it out, then no one knows I'm on, other than the 2 of you. So let's see, live stream. And 1 more to do. You know, when you do these live streams, there's a lot more to it than people realize. And I don't know if you do live streams or not, but there really is a lot to it. Let's see, live stream. Okay, got it. Now back to StreamYard. There I am. Well. You know, I'm trying to be a little more consistent, where I try to come on most days if I can. And thank you, Ralph. Thank you. And thank you, Sheila. I am doing well. It's all good. I just got in from my 5-mile run, and it was good. And, you know, it looked like we were going to have rain. Thank you, Sheila. And welcome, Twin, and welcome, Vegan. Welcome. And thank you, Vegan, for sharing me out. Let me just put you here. Let's see. Yeah, you know what, Sheila, the title of this wisdom, you know, what I'm trying to do, you all can grow here while I share my inspirations and my wisdom. I don't give advice. I don't give, let me see, where's Vegan? I don't give advice. I don't give information or anything like that. But what I do is I share with you my views on life and on different topics. Welcome, John Ski. Welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench there. And of course, when I do lives are very different than doing a regular video, because when you do a regular video, you can stay on topic. But when you're doing a live, you're watching the chat, you're going back and forth. You're trying to say hello to people, thank people who share you out. You know, it gets busy. And so, you know, sometimes I lose my train of thought when I'm talking about it the moment, because, you know, I'm going back and forth. And so that's why I like the recordeds if I want to stay on topic. But I also like doing the live streams because it allows me to connect with you all. Welcome, Lanny. Welcome. And so how are you all doing today? How is everybody doing there in the live stream? I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am doing really well. Like I said, I just got in from my 5-mile run. I had to take my son over to pick up his car. I had actually given him my convertible, and but we had to have a few things done to it. And you know, as we turned it over to him to drive, and so it was at the dealership, and so I took him over there to pick it up. So he was all excited. So on the way home, what we noticed was all the gas stations had very, very long gasoline lines, and they were just, you know, wrapped around the whole block. And a lot of the gasoline stations had bags over the gasoline pumps. So fortunately, I had over a half a tank, so I was good. And I'm not going to drive a lot until it's all settled. And so people are sitting in that long line, and I don't envy them. So, you know, I don't know if that's going on where you're at, but we're on the East Coast in the South, and it's going on here. So at least where I live. Thank you, John Ski. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, John Ski. I appreciate it. And thank you, Vegan. Thank you so much. You know, when you share me out, what happens is it really helps the person who's doing the live stream, because otherwise you will not, the person doing the live stream does not grow. You all get to grow because you all get to meet each other, but the person in the live stream doesn't get a chance to grow while they're doing the live streams. And so they notice you, and usually they shout you out in some way. Yes, Twin MJ, welcome so much for being here. And John Ski and Vegan, thank you so much for sharing me out. And if anyone else wants to share me out, I appreciate it. Well, you know, talking about the topic, I come on and I talk different topics, and I forgot my notebook. My notebook's in the bedroom where I write down all my notes in the morning, so I forgot to bring my notebook with me. But as you all know, I write down my daily wisdom notes, and I normally share them out with you. So you probably won't get most of those today because I don't have my notebook with me. But the thing about it is, you know, I got to thinking about this morning about how often people are busy spinning their wheels in life. And, you know, when you spin your wheels in life, what happens? Welcome, Arabelle. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Let me give you a blue wrench. And what happens is this. When you have a goal, and thank you, Arabelle. Thank you, John Ski, and thank you, Vegan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. When you have a goal, you have to have a plan, and then you have to have action behind that plan. Because if you have a goal but no plan, you're going to be like a little ship or a little boat out in the middle of the ocean with no direction. If you have a plan but you have no action behind it, you're likely going to get nowhere. Now, if you have a wrong plan or a wrong action, you're likely going to go in the wrong direction. So it's kind of a combination. You need a goal, you need the right plan, and then you need the right actions. And then you've got to implement those right actions. Well, the problem about a lot of goals is that people have the best intentions, but they have the wrong plan for their goals. Welcome, welcome, Helena, welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench here. And I'm going to see how long I can do this without my glasses. Okay, and see if I can read, because I'm really, one of my goals is not to wear glasses. And so what happens in life is that people have the wrong goal. Okay, they have the wrong goal, or they have the right goal, but the wrong plan. And if they have the right plan, they don't implement it. Or if they implement it, hey, Camille, you know what, Camille, I want to apologize to you. I waited for you, and then I didn't see you coming, so I didn't think you were coming up. And I ended my stream right as you were coming up. So you are very, very welcome to come up. I just started, so you're very welcome to come up. As a matter of fact, I will drop the invite here so that you can come up if you would like. And let me see here. Let me see. Takes a moment. Okay. Hey, Happy Lux. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome. I think I got that in there right. Okay, let me see. Okay. And yep, let me give Camille a blue wrench, and let me give Happy Lux a blue wrench. And so whether it's your YouTube channel, whether it's your, you know, your fitness plan, no matter what it happens to be, this is the thing. If you don't have a right plan and right actions behind it, you're not going to get the right results. And so, for example, if you want to lose weight and you go to the gym and you work out like I do, and I run 5 miles a day, and I go to the gym and I work out and I'm doing all this stuff, and yet I'm putting on weight, I have to look at why I'm putting on weight, okay? I have to look at why that's happening. And am I stopping at Burger King on the way home? And if I'm stopping at Burger King on the way home that's sabotaging everything that I'm doing. So I have to look at the plan and the actions to make sure that I'm not spinning my wheels. So in essence, I may be doing all this work at the gym and I may be running, but I'm sabotaging it with the behavior by stopping at Burger King and loading up on hamburgers before I get home. So in essence, I'm spinning my wheels. So you have to look, if you're getting nowhere with your goals, you have to look at, are you spinning your wheels? Here is Camille Tyler, and I'm bringing her up. Hey, 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 my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Good, good, good.
What's up?
I am doing terrific. And what is up with you?
Well, welcome to my new office. Yay. My husband and I are selling our house in Austin, Texas, and we're moving to the ranch. His parents were getting ill and needed more help. His dad passed away, and so I haven't really been, I've been focused in on helping the family for the last few weeks, but welcome to my new office.
Camille, who is getting ill? You said someone was getting ill?
Well, my husband's father passed away, and we spent a lot of time in the hospital, and his mother has dementia, and so we're both in this little tiny 1920s farmhouse, and we're just through the pasture, or you could go around on the road to her house and help her out. So.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry about your father-in-law passing. Second of all, I understand what you're going through with a parent who has Alzheimer's or dementia, because I've been there in my life. And third of all, when you make a move, it's exciting. So that's that's a very good thing, and it's a new beginning for you.
Yeah, we're on the Tyler family property. There's 90 acres altogether. My in-laws have a house at the top of the hill. In the middle is my brother-in-law, and then we're at the bottom. So,
wow, now this is permanent for you, right? This is a permanent place.
Yeah, well, we're finishing. Well, we've had this leased. My daughter leased it for 10 years. She started an organic farm here. Now she's in the city of New Braunfels, and so I got to take over my granddaughter's old nursery for my office. So I had to downgrade and downsize, but it's all good. Country life. Here we are.
So tell me, so you sold your house in Austin?
No, haven't sold it yet. It's still on the market. Still meeting with some granite people. The interior is getting painted today, but house markets in Austin are crazy. And we thought it was a perfect time to go ahead and sell our house in Austin. And, we're going to build a house here, but we're living in a tiny little 1,200 square foot little farmhouse right now.
Wow.
So I downgraded for granite, but I have a 1941 Montgomery Ward's metal cabinet system. Oh, yeah. So.
Oh my gosh, how exciting. I would be so excited. Welcome, Geeky Girls, and welcome, West Country. Welcome, welcome. And Sheila, welcome.
Hey guys, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, I think it's exciting. I love antiques. I love history. I love old. I don't always want to remodel something. I like keeping something the way it was. And farmhouses, I love farmhouses.
Well, this is a little one. And my husband said, if you want to rip out these cabinets and start anew, you can. But we're not going to live here. We're going to turn this into a short-term rental. And we're building a house on the hill, just up from here, in between the 20s farmhouse that was built in 1920 on the property, and we're going to build right above that. So,
have you thought about turning it into a bed and breakfast?
Yeah, I thought about it. It's going to be a bed and breakfast, or it's just going to be a short-term rental. It's got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's got a wraparound porch that's 840 square feet. So I painted I sanded and helped my husband paint that last year, so I know porches.
That
Miss
sounds
Grandma's
wonderful.
porch.
Grandma's porch. That's right. That's right. And, you know, I loved the Austin area. You know, I lived in Central Texas for a number of years. And I used to do my art shows, my art exhibits in Round Rock. I don't know if you know Round Rock.
Yeah.
And I used
North
yeah, and
of Austin. Got it.
back before I became totally vegan, we used to stop at the Krispy Kreme on the way home. My kids were little, and we would stop at the Krispy Kreme along the road there, you know, where I'm talking about. And I loved Austin. I really loved Austin. I loved
Don't forget about the history of Round Rock Donuts, baby.
So what are you going to teach us today about YouTube? What would you like to teach? Because you always are a wealth of information.
Well, thanks so much. My biggest thing, and I'm going to be doing a live video at 8 p.m. tonight talking about it's time to take off your mask. Yep. It's time to take off your mask because of Corona. If you've been vaccinated, you don't need to wear it, but you need to take off your mask when it's time to build your brand. How do you build your products? People don't understand how branding is so important, and branding your name is so important. So that's what I'm going to talk about at 8 p.m. tonight. It's time to take off your mask and rock your brand.
Absolutely.
It's all about your name out there in the market.
A brand includes so much. Would you like to tell people what a brand includes?
Okay, thank you, Diane. I appreciate you asking. The biggest mistake I made in the beginning is I spent thousands of dollars on websites, logos, catchy names, phrases, and then I finally get reading Gary Vaynerchuk's book, Crush It, and he says, all you need is a simple WordPress blog, and it needs to be around your name. And I was going like, okay, that's easy. So after spending thousands of dollars and millions of minutes doing it wrong, I got really focused in on my niche, which is branding. And because of my pain, that's why I'm really good to teach the subject, because, you know, I want people to learn from my mistakes and have leverage online by developing their brand around their name, their name.com, their name.tv, all their social media channels. It all needs to be around your name, because that builds a know, like, and trust factor.
Right.
So that's
right. And you know, people don't realize that that their brand is a lot of things. It's more than just one aspect of who they are. And it's the way you talk. It's the way you speak. It's the way you sign your name. It's the way it's your logo.
Blood.
Yeah, it's everything about you. You're unique. And a lot of people want to be like everybody else. But success comes to those who are unique.
Right. So, no, we've been talking about doing this for years. My husband's just a stone throws away, like with his office, and you know, he's working for the city of Austin, and I'm over here doing my stuff just down the hall. Yeah,
so
but
it's an exciting time for you. It really is. You've got so much going on.
Exactly. But sometimes, I'm reworking right now I'm reworking my course. And so I had to pause. You can't do everything. And there's just think of it. I teach Rockstar Brands, right, Diane? Right, so if you are creating your own course, you, like somebody that's writing songs, they take a time and they go to the country or they go away somewhere and they focus in on their songs they're writing. And I'm an online marketer, so I'm reworking my course. And I'm trying to get away from everything I was doing for a brief moment so that I can create my online course, which is Rock Your Biz Academy, Rock Your Brand, where I'm just making sure that I have every video. I cover 3 areas. I cover your brand identity, who you are, how to get leverage. Then we work on your content. the content that matches your brand, and then we work on your own products. I did affiliate marketing for years, and I was even in MLM for a while. But really, people want to buy something that comes from you. And so I'm reworking my course and making it, I'm making it a lot better. And I have a coach, and I have a meeting in a few minutes, and she's going to,
I always say the super highway to success is through the right mentor or the right mentors, because we can't, one mentor cannot give us everything that we need. It depends on what area. So if it's YouTube, you have to find the right YouTube mentor or mentors. If it's losing weight, you have to find the right mentors. If you want to save money or make money, you have to find the right mentors. And so, but a great mentor is the super highway to success.
It is. So I've been working real hard. I had a big office, and I bought some furniture. Somebody said they really like my office. Thanks so much, guys. But I found this on Facebook Marketplace, and $40. I have a new desk, and my daughter gave me a nice wood table that they weren't using at their bakery, and so just downsizing. But I realized my big metal desk, my big commercial metal desk, I have a vintage 70s City of Austin metal desk that I love, but it's time for a new home, and I had to downsize. We all have to downsize, right?
I think you're going to be very happy. Well, I always say I will never downsize, but I am streamlining. And, my house is big. And what I have recently done is I have a 5-year plan for my home here. And it's to take each room and redo each room. And when I say redo each room, I don't mean change it but I just mean take care of it, which it's already taken care of. But like I want to repaint each room, each part of the house. And so, and the thing is sometimes when we get older, we want to be prepared for the what ifs. And, I would like to live here the rest of my life. And yet I realize that when I'm 80 or 85 or 90, I may not be able to do that. So I want my house in immaculate condition so that if I were to need to sell it, I would be prepared.
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, we're going to build a new old house. I picked since this is a farmhouse from the 20s, the barn is built in the 20s. I picked my floor plan. I'm building a new 1920s craftsman style with a big porch just up here on the hill. So, but it's not a big house, but I'm not going to need a big house. And
well, most farmhouses, people think that farmhouses or the old-fashioned houses were really, really big, but actually they were quite small. We have a home not very far from here that was built in the 1920s. And if you go into it, all the rooms were very, very small. They're not like the modern day houses. It wasn't until we got into the modern day times that we got the big rooms.
Right.
Well, I think you're going to be very, very happy where you're at. I think it's a whole fresh new beginning for you. And, it's not that you didn't love where you were, but sometimes we need change. Sometimes we need something new to give us that new burst of energy.
I know. Sometimes when I look down at my counter and it's an all-in-one metal, they're all metal cabinets. Mm-hmm. We're gonna repaint them, no problem. But like they're metal 1941. I found them online in Montgomery Ward's 19. So this house was built in the 20s. Somewhere in the 40s, they put in the Montgomery Ward's metal cabinets, and it's got an all-in-one sink with 2 washstands. And I'm looking at myself going like, you gave up your new kitchen and granite for this, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy.
How neat. I mean, it's so exciting. You know, we don't need as much as we think we do. You know, for me, I went through my home and I said, if I were to ever move, and I don't want to move, but I said, if I were to ever move, what would I want to take? And I would want to take all of it. But when it comes down to it, what was really important to me is my artwork, which is mine, which is all done by me, my antiques, and any kind of memories that were attached to, you know, my kids or our journey. Those are the most important things.
Right.
The rest of the
Right.
stuff you can replace. You can replace a couch. You can replace a coffee table. You know, those things are not important. I don't have any, you know, genuine, long-standing connection to my couch. Well, I do in a
Right.
way, but, you know, it's not like I would other things.
Right. So most of my furniture, I Goodwilled a lot of stuff that I knew that I was not going to have room for and I didn't want to pay for storage for. I sold some stuff and I'm going to sell some more stuff. But, you know, when you're sitting on a 90-acre spread of family property and, you know, and my daughter lived here, so there's a well-established chicken coop that all it needs is chickens. There's a well-established goat pen, barn, like when I get goats, and I'm already working in my garden. She built these beautiful raised gardening beds, and all I have to do is get planting. So, yeah.
So yesterday, you weren't on my live stream yesterday during the day, but I talked about goal setting, and I talked about a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, and a 20-year plan. And I talked about how life is unpredictable, so we have to leave room for the unpredictable moments, good or not so good. And so, you know, because a lot of times new opportunities will come our way that were not there before, or a lot of times problems will come or situations will come. But it's still important to have a 5-year, 10-year, and a 20-year plan, in my opinion. And so what is your 5-year plan and your 10-year plan? Do you have one?
Yeah, well, my 5-year, which leads into my 10-year, is is my 5-year plan. I'm living my plan to come to the ranch, build my house, and I want to have my chickens. I love farm fresh eggs. I have the opportunity now to live here, and I'm going to have chickens, and I'm going to have some goats, and I'm going to be on the ranch, and I have a new grandbaby, and she's going to know me from being here. And
Right.
I got to take over my granddaughter. She's 5 now, but I got to take over her old nursery. So I got some custom wallpaper and wood floors and a little room. But I love it. I love it. So
I mean, what a wonderful place to raise a grandchild. You know, I mean, she'll connect that to you being in the country, the old farmhouse. What a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Yeah, that's good. And it's so good about your goals. You just have to keep them in your mind and stay focused to do that. We didn't expect to do this at this time. It was on a 5-year plan to move here, but with COVID, there's a blessing. My husband's whole office, the purchasing department at the city of Austin, got brought online and really upgraded their systems to work at home. So my husband's working at home. Next year, he'll only have to report like 1 day a week back in Austin, so he can handle that. And you know, I work at home, and I just wanted a nice space. And you know, once you leave the property and you get on the main highway, it's like every little small town. I mean, there's all the fast food, there's Walmart, there's grocery stores, there's it's all right there. But when you come up and open up that panel gate, it's quiet over here, pretty much.
Yes. Welcome, yeah. A and welcome, Super Brothers, and everyone else in our crew. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I think having a 5-year plan is more malleable, I guess is the word for most people. And I think a lot of times people are afraid to create a plan because they're afraid they'll fail at it. But the thing is, I look at a plan as essential to know where I'm going. Even if I don't get there, even if I detour, even if I end up somewhere else, I've got a plan for my life. And I think it's important to have a right plan. And then you have to have, well, you have to have right goals. And then you have a right plan. And then you have right actions. But if you don't have actions behind your plan, you're not going to get anywhere. But you also have to be flexible, like you were flexible. Like, for example, you said you did not expect to have done this that quickly, but circumstances change, which they often do in life. And so you were able to flex with those.
Right, because who would have known the value of my house would go up, 30% in a year, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's always circumstances that can come about that can modify our plan. So we have to remember a great plan is always flexible.
Adjustable.
Adjustable to circumstances. Because if you're not adjustable, often that plan will break. And so you've got to have an adjustable plan. And but you have to have a plan, and like I told my husband, I said, our plan was to remodel our beach house, which we did. And so we remodeled our beach house. Now we're going back and forth, and that's our second home. And with this home, I want to live here the rest of my life if possible. And hopefully that's a long time, but I want to set it up so that if I'm old and I want to have everything right, I don't want anything to, if something breaks, I don't want anything broken. I want everything that is going to be in perfect shape so that, you don't have to deal with that as much when you get older. And so you kind of think ahead because, right now I'll be 64 in another couple weeks. And so, 5 year, I'll be 69, 10 year, I'll be 74. And in 20 years, I'll be 84. And those years.
I'm not far behind you. I'm not far behind you. I just turned 59, so I'm right behind you.
Well, they go fast. The years, the older you get, the faster they go. Because I look back at the last 20 years, and we were living full time on the beach, raising our babies, pulling them in the wagon, which seems like yesterday. And 20 years from now, I'll be 84. So a lot can change in those 20 years or 10
Maybe
years.
you'll have some grandbabies. Maybe you'll have some grandbabies.
A lot of them. But life is what you make it. And I see people without people without a plan tend to be stuck. They tend to never get anywhere. And most of the time, I think they fear having a plan because two things come about. One, they fear failure. And number two, they fear work because most plans take work.
I see a whole bunch of people. I can't comment right now, but I want to be sure to like your page. And so if you see mine, like mine, that would be awesome. But thanks for coming in. You can always tune into my channel for branding tips. Come on there. I'm all about helping you get marketed and branded so you can reach the right buyer. But the better, I want to help inspire you, show you anything's possible because I want you to rock your business by rocking your brand. And
So okay, so since the topic of this particular live stream is called spinning your wheels and how to accomplish your goals and how to get out of that spinning your wheel cycle. So give me an example of one time in your life that you kept spinning your wheels and getting nowhere.
Well, good topic, good question, Diane. When I first started my online space back in 2015, I was in sales. I was a hot mess. I had a great weight loss story, and I just listened to everybody, and I plastered all of my pictures of my products. I was spinning my wheels. I knew everyone needed my product, and I was just shoving it down people's throat. I wasn't putting out real value. I thought I was. 2017, I started my first blog. I really started focusing on value. And then left the MLM that I was associated with and decided, but I was spinning my wheels because I didn't learn how to do marketing. So 2017, 2018, like I was really focused in on learning online marketing, and I wanted to teach everybody everything. And I was kind of spinning my wheels. I didn't have a clear brand. I didn't have a clear brand. And once I nailed that clear brand, I became a branding expert, because if you create what I call an Oprah umbrella around you and your name, you can do all kinds of things underneath that, like Oprah does, like Gary Vaynerchuk, like Grant Cardone, like Tony Robbins. But what I want to say is that you're going to spin your wheels unless you focus on who you are, because you're the best. You have the best products and services on the planet today. The problem is none of people know your name. So that's what I teach in my course. I really streamline my course. When I hired a mentor, when I hired someone to talk to that I vibed with, that really hit the nail on the head. So that's when I started getting leverage with my goals and what I was doing. And I have a streamlined process to teach people the same thing. So I love it. I love it. Instead of trying to teach everybody everything, being all over the place, I became real directed in developing a rockstar brand. And I did that, things are just like taken off.
And so what one super tip would you give to people who would say, in any area of their life, not just on YouTube or with social media, but in any area of their life, that are spinning their wheels and they're not getting anywhere?
Reflection, I would say. You need to reflect. I know you're going to agree with me because we think alike, Diana. Yeah. We kind of think alike. Direction. You need to meditate, and you need to make a list of your biggest goals, whether they're big or small, and you need to be focused on who you are and what you really want in life. You really want in life. I've known my husband 25 years, and different people have lived in this house, my husband, but I never lived here. And I've always wanted to come back and live here. And here I am.
Right. You have to have a clear goal. And I think a lot of people don't have a clear goal, or they do have a clear goal, but they don't believe that they can achieve it. And if you don't believe that you can achieve it, you're not going to put the power behind it. You have to believe that you're going to achieve it. And if once you truly believe that you're going to achieve it, you're going to put that power behind it. But that until you truly believe that you're going to achieve it, you're not going to put that power behind it. And most big goals require passion. Passion is like the fuel to the car. The car doesn't run without the fuel. So big goals require passion. Small goals don't require passion. Big goals do.
The one big mistake that I made is I didn't get my name registered, my URL, yourname.com, the first big mistake I did. The second thing is, even though I was creating content in different areas, I was scared of YouTube. And I would be so much farther if I had just pushed start a long time ago. I'm not perfect. I'm not really technique. I need to learn a lot more as far as technical stuff and editing, but I decided I'm just going to do it. And I want to say, congratulate Diana. You encouraged me to get off my butt and join you on YouTube. So thank you.
Well, you know, let me tell you, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be honest with you. I've encouraged about 10 people, and you are the only one that's still over here on a regular basis that I can think of. Okay, there were about 10 people I kind of pulled over from Facebook, and I said, you know, you have it in you to succeed over here. Now, I'm not saying that they don't have channels, and I'm not saying that they're not doing anything, but you are really the only one that I can think of offhand. Now, maybe there's another, so please, you know, I don't want anyone to be offended, but you are really, I've seen so many come over here. because, you know, I've only been here about a year and 3 months. We're publicly. Now, I've had the channel 11 years, but it was only for my kids and then family and friends. So when I came up a year and 3 months ago, I had around 200 subscribers. And so in that year and 3 months, I'm over 14K. So I've done a lot of work. I've made 3,800 videos, almost 3,800. Well, I actually have more, but they're just not all opened up. And so when I saw you over on Facebook, and, you know, I consider, even though Facebook is a huge place, it limits us to our exposure unless you have a public page, which I do. But now, as you know, the public page has changed. You have to either pay Facebook to promote you out in most situations, or many situations, or you have to make sure that all the people that used to be on your public page knew to click the follow first. And so what happened, I had 11,000 12,000 friends on my public page. And what happened, they switched it about 2 years ago where they had to have clicked follow first. So all of a sudden, all the comments, the daily comments that I got, dried up overnight. Everything dried up. And so now people still don't realize you have to click follow first or you'll never see them in the news feed again. And so when I saw you, I said, you know what? She needs to jump over here and get started. And because you have so much to offer, and Facebook limits you. Facebook limits you, and you have the whole world. I mean, you're exposed to the whole world ultimately over here. Over there, you just, you know, once you've done your content, it just kind of gets lost.
Yeah, exactly. So I should have stopped. But I want to tell you, Diane, I had three different clients. All of a sudden, a stranger that I never knew, all of a sudden show up on Facebook because I had my link to my business page, right? 3 people, 2 people on Instagram. And I was thinking, like, so I had a conversation with them about their brand. I said, where did you find me? She goes, oh, I found you on YouTube. And I was thinking, like, what?
Wow.
She said, I found you on YouTube because I was Googling brand awareness and you came up. I said, there's a lot of people that have brand awareness videos. She goes, you were raw, you were real, and you were straight to the point.
Yes. Yes, and you have a personality with it. You know, it takes, you know, here on YouTube, you have to have your unique, distinctive personality. And if you don't, if you try to copy someone else, you're going to fail because there's a lot of copycats over here. I remember one person, and this is a little while back, I was doing this about 6 months here on YouTube, and I noticed that somebody who was starting their channel was copying everything I was doing. They were copying everything I was talking about, every video I did. They just kind of made it into their own words, but it was definitely right after I made my video. And I thought, no one can be you. And I thought, get busy being you rather than trying to be me. Don't try to copy me or don't try to copy someone else. Get busy being you. And your authenticity is what's going to sell you.
You're exactly right, but I was thinking, what the hell, Camille? Do what your friend Diana said. Show up every day. Just do it. If you know, who cares? Because I got 3 new clients from an old video, a 3-minute video I put on YouTube years ago that wasn't that polished, but I spoke from my heart. So back to your goals, you have to follow your heart, okay? You have to have good intentions that God can bless. And that dream that you have, it's not that we can't receive our dreams. All we have to do is ask and go for it. So I want to thanks for yep. So you encourage new clients.
You know, I think, Camille, that the thing is that when I came up here a year ago and I started to do live streaming, you know, So you don't know whether anybody's going to show up, you know, because I had 200 subscribers. They were all family and friends. So I did have people that would show up because they knew me, you know, and they came to support me. But you didn't know if anybody was going to show up, and it didn't matter, because this is the thing. When you get out here and you make your content, that content is out here for the long haul. So what may not get viewed today may get viewed a year from now. And that is how the people that met you through YouTube, they found you because it was from old content that you had made.
Right. So I want to say thank you. I need to jump off and get ready for my meeting, but I want to say thank you so much for having me on. I hope I helped your audience, but I love you guys, and I do my on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. I do a live video, and we're going to be talking about how you can take off your mask and discover your real brand tonight at 8 p.m. So.
Well, now, Camille, make sure you drop your link in there. And then number two, we need to probably collaborate a little bit so that we can do something more together, maybe over on your channel, and I can pull some of my people over there when you're doing your live.
I would love to do you have so much to offer. I would love to interview you.
Thank you. Thank you. And we'll pull people over. And you know, the thing about it is I'm kind of all over the place. I never know exactly when I'm going to be on. I'm unpredictable because my schedule is so busy, but I would love to do that with you. And remember, everyone, Camille is a wealth of information. So do make sure to connect with her. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'll see y'all in the feed.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Everyone, that was Camille Tyler, so I hope you connect with her. Welcome, Matt-O-Matic. Welcome, welcome, and welcome, Rosie's Closet. And Typical Gaming is here. Moon Goddess is here. Thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you know, Camille is a wealth of information. So she does her live streams. Like I said, I kind of pulled her over to YouTube, and she is now starting her YouTube channel. And so please support her and help her to grow, and she will most certainly support you. Okay, she's very supportive here on YouTube. And Mr. Positive, hey. Let me see, thought I would poke my head in. Well, that is so great. I'm so glad you did, Mr. Positive. Another great channel here, Mr. Positive. If I ignored you, I didn't ignore you, but if I missed you or didn't call you out or shout you out, just drop your name back in there, because, you know, when I have someone up on the stream with me and they're talking, I don't like to always interrupt. And sometimes also when I don't wear my glasses, I don't see the first time around. And Matt-O-Matic connected to Camille. And so, you know, the thing, how I grew, you know, people ask me all the time, how did you grow so quickly? It was a lot of things. I put out a tremendous amount of content on a wide range of subjects. So you have to remember, I have almost 3,800 videos, and I'm not recommending that. That was done in 1 year's time, pretty much, 3,800 videos, and on just a wide range of topics. And I got good at tagging. I got good at titling. I got good at thumbnails. Go check my thumbnails out. I have fantastic thumbnails. You know, but up until maybe 2 months ago, I had no thumbnails. I just did whatever YouTube gave me, you know, and then I got good at tagging. But most important for me was the title. The title, of course, your content is most important, because people aren't going to come back if they don't like your content or they don't like you. So they've got to like you. They've got to like your content. They've got you, then your title. And then without a good thumbnail, people aren't going to click on your video. So you have to have a good thumbnail. Your description is extremely important. Your tags that go on the top are extremely important. And the tags on the bottom, I don't pay as much attention to now. I know a lot of people say yes, but I'm hearing from, even from YouTube, that they have minimal impact. So, but even here on YouTube, you don't want to spin your wheels. You have to know what your goal is. And once you set your goal, then you go from there. I didn't really have a goal in the beginning. Well, actually, my goal a year ago, when I started out a year and 3 months ago, was if I could get to 1,000 subscribers by December, which was last December, I would be thrilled out of my mind. I didn't think I could do it. Well, as you can all see, I'm over 14,000. And I actually had 26,000 in December, according to YouTube. It didn't show up, but I had 26,000. And they removed them because of spam. They said it was spam, but actually they weren't really spam. They were people that I knew that came to my channel all the time. And it happens to me with them as well. Then what happened was, in addition to that, actually I grow at about between 100 to 200 a day, and I end up with about 20 per day. So I still grow every day, but by the next day they take them back. So for whatever the reason, but actually they're not taking the new people back. They're taking, for like every 200 I get, they take like 180 of my old friends. For some reason, I don't know. I guess they're trying to balance it. And I've kind of accepted that as part of my YouTube journey. Everyone's channel is different, and I've talked to them about that. So, you know, I haven't had a clear answer that I've understood, but I've just come to accept it. And, but, you know, nonetheless, I'm very grateful for over 14,000. So I'm very, very grateful. And, you know, I've worked hard. I make a lot of content. My goal originally for being here was for my children. So my goal was clear. I wanted them to have mommy's daily wisdom. And then about a year ago, a little over a year ago, friends were saying, you've got to make this more public, where it's open to the public, where you tag it, you open your videos all to the public and everything. So I did that. And I began to do that a year ago. And so that's how I have, you know, been here. Do I someday feel like I spin my wheels? Of course I do. But a lot of that is beyond my control, and some of it's within my control. What's within my control is I really need to make this channel, the Diana Brianne Fairchild channel, exclusively for live streams. Because the way the algorithm works is if you mix it, it works against you, from my understanding. Now, I have 5 channels. If you're not connected to all 5, please connect to all 5, and I will connect back with you most likely. And the links are pinned to the top of the comment section under all of my daily videos, not under the live streams, but under the daily videos. You just click on each link. So this is the thing. For me, I really, you know, so I'm spinning my wheels when I put content out here as well as live streams. So I know better, but there's a lot of people that would miss out on the content if I strictly put it over on my other 4 channels. And I don't want to do live streaming over there because this is my biggest channel. And so, you know, I have to identify, where am I spinning my wheels? Now, I watched a YouTuber last night. My husband watches him. We have our favorites together. And this guy has a ghost town. He, you know, you would think, who in the world could get 1 million subscribers in 1 year in a ghost town? But this guy was a great marketer. He marketed his channel, and I'm still trying to figure out how he did it. But he marketed his channel, and he has almost 1 million subscribers in 1 year. And so was it the algorithm that worked to his favor? Was it something else? I'm not sure. So you can learn from other people, like Camille and I said. Find a great mentor, and it's your super highway to success. And so, you know, I always look for great mentors. One of my mentors here is Motivational Doc. He's a personal friend. He has almost 4 million subscribers. He's been a personal friend of mine for about 10 years, 11 years. And his channel is huge, huge. And he's invited me up on his, you know, his live stream, and I've gone up with him. And, you know, but he is a great mentor. He's a great mentor. And so you have to find great mentors to surround yourself with so that you can succeed. Because YouTube is not an easy world to succeed in. Yes, Sheila, you know what, Sheila? It's a process. You know, I'm learning every day. I share my mistakes. I share my mistakes with others. And, you know, like Sheila, that's why I have 5 channels, and I have the other 4 channels for content. I have this channel, which I'm trying to make it strictly a live streaming channel. I haven't done that yet, but I'm moving it over to purely a live streaming, because I noticed yesterday that they didn't take as many subscribers away from me yesterday as they normally do, because I only put one video out yesterday versus 5 videos out. And so the thing is that it's from my understanding, it's only from my understanding, mixing content with live streaming works against. And so for that reason, I'm trying to, define this channel as a live streaming channel more likely. Esther, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And I think it's really important that you know what your channel's about, what you want your channel to be, so you're not spinning your wheels. And remember, you can't please everybody, and you're not going to draw in everyone. You're going to draw in a specific kind of audience. I draw in a lot of different kinds of people, but most of these people are still looking for inspiration and motivation underneath it, because that's what my channel is about. If you're a channel that doesn't, if you don't want inspiration or motivation, you're likely not going to stick around my channel very long. And so I don't give advice. I'm not an advice channel. I'm not an information channel. I just share with you how I see life and how I live my own life. Welcome, my friend, Fanatic Guide. Welcome. Thank you. And I'm going to give you a blue wrench. So let me tell you what I have been doing. My husband and I, we remodeled our beach house. So we're going back and forth with our family because it's a family adventure. I have young adult kids, and but my home here is a big house, and so I'm taking each room. My project, not my husband's project, because he's very busy too. My project is over the next 5 years, and probably a lot sooner, but I'm giving myself 5-year span, is to just take everything, our property, our house, and redo it in some way. So I started on my kitchen last night. And if you notice, there's a lot of stuff. I've got my roses sitting out. My daughter bought me. Those are about the only thing that's really sitting out. But I took my kitchen and I repainted all the baseboard, and I'm going to repaint the kitchen itself, just the kitchen, one room at a time. So my goal is to take one room at a time, complete that room, and then move on to another room. That's my goal. And so, I was talking about 5-year plans, 10-year plans, and 20-year plans. And I did that video yesterday. And I also did a separate video on it as well. And, about spinning your wheels, you have to have a clear plan so that you don't spin your wheels, and you have to have clear action, because it's when we do that wrong actions, or we add another action that takes away from the original action, we're not going to get to where we want to go. So like I was talking about earlier, if you want to lose weight and be healthy, so you run like I do 5 miles a day, and you go to the gym and exercise every day, but yet you stop at the hamburger joint on the way home and, eat all bunch of hamburgers and French fries, your original action plan is now defeated by the second action plan that took away from the first action plan. So in essence, you're spinning your wheels. And so, I don't want to spin my wheels at all in life. I'm doing, whether it's on my YouTube channel, whether it's my fitness, because I'm almost 64 years old and I want to stay healthy. I want to stay fit. I want to look great. I mean, just because I'm 64 doesn't mean I'm ready for the boneyard, I want to look great at all stages and all ages of my life. And so I do. I take care of me. I take care of my body. I take care of my looks. I take care of my family. I take care of my relationships. I take care of every area of my life. I break down every area. I look at every area and I say, what can I do that will make this area better? How can I improve each area of my life, or at least maintain that area at the standing that I'm happy with? Not everything needs to be improved. Like Camille said about her farmhouse, she really doesn't want to remodel the farmhouse because she wants it to stay with its authenticity. I don't want to remodel my house because I love my house as it is, but I want to take wonderful care of it and maintain it, so. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. I do. I take meticulous care of myself. I drink healthy water. I juice every day. And when I get off of here, I've got a whole bag of lemons. And what I do with my lemons is I don't juice my lemons. I pulverize them in the blender, and it becomes a real mushy mush because I wash them real good, and I also use the skins from the lemons, the peelings. And then I dilute it with water, and that's what I drink. Now, I don't recommend that to anyone. I'm just saying that's what I do. And so I'm always, you know, I take great care of me. And I think it's important to take great care of yourself. And going forward, I want to be healthy. I want to be able to enjoy my family and my life and my experiences. And so, you know, your life is ultimately going to be what you make it, whatever your circumstances are. And we all get different circumstances, different opportunities, but also different things that, you know, we have to work around in life. But it's what you choose to do with those that's going to make all the difference. You can let it defeat you, or you can let it lift you up and push you forward. And so that's, you know, I come on here every day, and it's not to give information. It's not to give advice. It's not to give suggestions. It's just to encourage everyone to find their own best life and to discover their own best life, you know, to discover your own path and your own way, your own journey, your own goals, your own plans, and your own actions to create the life you dream of. Thank you, Typical Gaming. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And I'm so glad you're back from vacation. You were gone a long time. You really were. You really were. And so, like I said, I'm kind of unpredictable in my schedule. I try to come on in the afternoons, and I try to come on at night, usually around 9 o'clock at night, usually around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but not every day. Sometimes I miss one. Sometimes I miss both. Sometimes I'm off for a couple days. Sometimes I'm on twice a day, every day, sometimes once a day. But if you start to look for me, I'll pop up usually. And like I said, I have 5 channels. And, my goal with this channel ultimately is to make this my live streaming channel and minimize any video content over here. Because like Camille probably knows, if you mix and match, it confuses the algorithm. And like yesterday, having only put up 1 video over here yesterday, I did notice that I did not lose as many subscribers. So if I gain 100 or 200 subscribers and I lose 180, I'm still gaining 20, but I still lost 180 from, the high of the day. So, I'm trying to avoid that by changing some things so that I'm not spinning my wheels, because I don't want to spin my wheels over here. And, but yeah, you want to live your best life, both on YouTube and in person. You want to take care of yourself. You want to take care of your relationships. And you want to enjoy life and take care of what you've got. I'm taking care of my home. And, we've been in our home here a number of years, and I love, love, love my home here. And yet it's easy to get complacent, and don't get complacent with the blessings in your life. Take care of the blessings. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Let me give you a blue wrench. Thank you. So you want to take care of your life, and you want to take care of who you are. And you want to, you really do. You want to take care of those blessings. And because if you stop taking care of your blessings, those blessings will begin to deteriorate. And so, a lot of times people, they invest a lot into a relationship, but then after they've gotten used to the relationship, they quit investing, and then that relationship goes downhill. And then they wonder what happened to the relationship. Well, it's because they quit investing. You have to constantly invest fresh energy into your home, into your life, into your finances, into your health, into every area that's important in your life. And that's what I do. That's what I do. Well, everyone, I've been on probably for about an hour, and I think I'm going to go. I've got a lot to do today. I may or may not be on tonight. I might be. It depends. My husband and I, we like to watch our favorite YouTubers together as a way of relaxing together. And they're usually like adventure channels or travel channels or people living out their best life, channels. And it's very inspiring. So sometimes we get caught up into that, and then I don't come on. But other times he goes to bed early because he gets up early, and then I come on. And you will love Camille. So I do hope you all connect with Camille. And Camille, you and I will have to do a live over on your channel so we can pull a lot of people over to your channel. And Mr. Positive, you're going to have to come up on panel one day again soon and share your wealth of wisdom and everything. So, well, I appreciate you all. May God bless you. I'm going to go and do my videos. I'm going to go have a little bite to eat. And I'm going to do my videos. And I'm going to work on my kitchen a little bit. I may or may not get to the gym today. I'm not sure. It depends if I can squeeze the gym in today. I love going to the gym, but you know, some days I'm just too busy and I don't push myself anymore. One of the things I've learned at 63, almost 64 years old, is I set goals, I back them up with action, but yet I don't overwhelm my life. And I don't want to live a life that's constantly under the pressure to go, go, go. And so that's one of the luxuries I give myself at age 63, almost 64, is that I'm not going to push myself. Thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. And so take care of you. Take care of your life. Take care of your relationships. Instill new energy into the positive things in your life. Okay. Well, I'm going to go and I may see you tonight. And welcome, Grace. Welcome. I'm getting ready to go, but I am going to. Yeah, Grace, I've had ads for, I don't know, about 8 months now. I was hesitant. Oh, and Puck Puck. Well, I'll stay another minute so you can all connect. There you go. Basically, I've didn't want to be monetized. For a long time, I said, I'm not going to be monetized because I feel like it'll hold me back. And honestly, the day I got monetized was like when I started having problems with, I was growing like at 250 a day. And all of a sudden it was like, I wasn't growing like I was. And I realized that if I put the ads on, and in the most current videos, they subscribed to me, but they didn't watch enough of the video, and then I would lose them. So I don't put the videos on or the ads on the newest of videos. Usually I wait a day and then I put the ads up, but I do put the ads on my live stream. That I do. So Putt Putt and Grace, I hope you connect with everybody before we go. We had Camille up here, and she was a wealth of information. I hope you connect with her. And so everyone, thank you for coming. I really, really appreciate your support, your kindness, your generosity of your time. And so I wish you a great day and, of course, a great week. So much love to you all. And I will hopefully talk to you all later. Okay? Bye-bye.